The gym smelled of rubber mats, sweat, and faint citrus cleaner, the kind used to hide years of hard work. Evening classes had just ended, and the last echoes of punches and kicks faded as students filed out, laughing and checking their phones. Trophies lined the far wall, gold plates gleaming under fluorescent lights. At the center of it all stood Derek Vance, a nationally ranked black belt, social media famous, respected, and, some whispered, arrogant. Near the entrance, Ethan Cole pushed a wide mop bucket across the floor. He wore a faded gray janitor's uniform, sleeves rolled to the elbows, revealing forearms corded with quiet strength. His movements were efficient, practiced, unshowy. A backpack rested against the wall beside him. Inside were his lunch container, a worn paperback, and a folded photo of a little girl with a gap-toothed smile. Ethan was a single dad. His daughter, Lily, was 8. Every evening, after finishing his shift at the elementary school, he came here to clean the gym. It paid just enough to cover rent and groceries. Some nights, if Lily's homework was done early, she sat on the bench near the door and watched the classes with wide eyes. That night, she wasn't there. Lily had a fever, and Ethan's neighbor was watching her. Derek noticed Ethan weeks ago. The way the janitor moved, balanced, grounded. Not clumsy like most people pushing mops. There was something else, too. Calm, unbothered by the noise, the ego, the posturing. "Hey!" Derek called out, smirking as he tied his gym bag. "You ever train?" Ethan didn't look up. Not anymore. That answer only fed Derek's curiosity. "Come on," Derek said louder, drawing the attention of a few lingering students. "I've seen you watch. You got that look. Bet you used to do something." Ethan paused, then resumed mopping. "Just doing my job." One of Derek's friends laughed. "Man's humble." Derek stepped closer. "How about a quick spar? For fun. No pressure. I won't even go hard." The words for fun carried a sharp edge. Ethan finally met Derek's eyes. They were different up close, steady, almost tired. "I don't spar anymore." "Why not?" Derek pressed. "Afraid you'll get hurt?" A few students snickered. Ethan exhaled slowly. "Because I need this job." That should have ended it. But Derek's pride was already involved. 5 minutes, Derek said. "Light spar. I'll even post it. Black belt school's janitor." People love underdog stuff. Ethan's jaw tightened. He glanced at the clock. 10 minutes left on his shift. "I can't," Ethan said quietly. Derek shrugged. "Hands up. Suit yourself. Guess belts don't mean much if you're scared." The word scared landed wrong. Ethan set the mop against the wall. The room seemed to hush on its own. "Light spar," Ethan said. "No cameras." Derek grinned. "Deal." They stepped onto the mat. Derek bounced on his toes, loose and confident. Ethan removed his work shoes, revealing old training socks beneath. Thin, frayed, deliberate. "Ready?" Derek asked. Ethan nodded once. The bell rang. Derek attacked fast. Sharp jabs. A flashy roundhouse meant more to impress than connect. Ethan moved just enough, angles tight, wasting nothing. He didn't counter yet. He watched, measured. The students noticed first. The laughter faded. Derek tried again, harder this time. A feint, a spinning kick. Ethan stepped inside the range, calm as a breath, and swept Derek's leg. Derek hit the mat with a thud. The room went silent. Derek blinked, startled more than hurt. He scrambled up, face flushed. Lucky shot. This time, he came in aggressive, pride wounded. Punches flew. Power replaced precision. Ethan blocked, redirected, absorbed. Then one smooth motion. He locked Derek's arm and guided him down again. Controlled. Clean. No force wasted. Gasps rippled through the room. Derek stood slowly, breathing hard. His grin was gone. Again, he snapped. Ethan shook his head. "That's enough." Derek lunged. What happened next was not flashy. It was devastating. Ethan stepped aside, shifted his weight, and used Derek's momentum against him. A takedown so seamless it looked rehearsed. Derek hit the mat flat on his back, staring at the ceiling, air knocked clean out of him. Ethan stood over him, offering a hand. Derek didn't take it. The bell rang again, loud in the quiet room. Students stared. Phones were forgotten. A few instructors who had been packing up stood frozen. "Who are you?" someone whispered. Ethan picked up his shoes. "Just the janitor." He walked off the mat, grabbed his mop, and finished cleaning the floor, right where Derek had fallen. No, someone had recorded it anyway. Grainy from behind a water cooler. By morning, it was everywhere. Black belt gets humiliated by janitor. Comments exploded. Theories flew. Former fighters speculated. Coaches slowed the footage frame by frame. One comment gained traction. "That's not luck. That's old school training." By the next evening, Ethan returned to work as usual. He didn't check his phone much anymore. Too many notifications, too many questions he didn't want to answer. Derek was there early, sitting on the bench, quiet. No entourage. No smirk. Ethan nodded politely and went to his cart. "Ethan," Derek said. Ethan paused. "I was out of line," Derek said. "I let my ego run my mouth." Ethan studied him for a moment. Apology accepted. Derek swallowed. "Would you teach me?" That surprised Ethan. "I don't teach," he said. "I raise a kid." Derek nodded. "I looked you up. You competed years ago. Disappeared after a regional final." Ethan's expression darkened just slightly. "My wife got sick," he said. "Cancer. Training didn't matter after that." Derek's voice softened. "I'm sorry." Ethan shrugged. "Life happens." There was a pause. "Still," Derek said, "you made me realize something. I've been fighting to be seen. You fight to survive." Ethan smiled faintly. "Different reasons. Same mats." Word spread. Not mockery this time. Respect. Gym members greeted Ethan by name. Some asked questions. Others just nodded, acknowledging the quiet strength they'd missed before. One night, Lily came with him again. She sat on the bench, swinging her legs. "That's my dad," she told a wide-eyed student. "He's really strong." Ethan overheard and chuckled. The gym owner approached him later. "We want to offer you something," he said. "Part-time coaching. Real pay. Flexible hours." Ethan hesitated, then looked at Lily. She smiled back. "Okay," he said. Derek watched from across the room as Ethan tied a borrowed belt around his waist. Not white, not black, but worn and earned. When Ethan stepped onto the mat again, it wasn't to prove anything. It was to belong. And this time, everyone already knew who he was. The janitor who wasn't just cleaning floors. He was standing on a lifetime of discipline, sacrifice, and quiet strength. No words were needed. The room stayed speechless. One laughed.